Hi there guys, so Andy Ruiz Jr. has been rumoured to be losing weight and cutting down and getting more trim for the rematch with Anthony Joshua. Now, it has been recently revealed how much weight he has actually lost. Now, do you want to have a guess? It is, in fact, £3. Yeah, £3. Andy Ruiz Jr. has lost £3 to get ready for Anthony Joshua. So, obviously, the fact that Andy Ruiz Jr. is a wolf in sheep's clothing continues because it seemed like he was losing weight. It seemed like Andy Ruiz Jr. was going to be a lot lighter, a lot more trim, a lot faster in the rematch with Anthony Joshua. But now it has been confirmed he has not actually lost that much weight. In fact, he has hardly lost any. And come fight night, he will probably weigh in around 19 stone. So the weight advantage will be there for him, obviously, because Anthony Joshua is cutting his weight down. So I would imagine that Anthony Joshua would weigh in around probably 17 stone on the dot, or maybe just below. So Andy Ruiz Jr. will have a decided weight advantage. But will that serve him well in the fight? I mean, it served him well last time, so maybe. But I believe that Andy Ruiz Jr., where he has fast hands, he does not have fast feet. And that is something that Anthony Joshua can exploit from Andy Ruiz Jr.'s game, because Andy Ruiz Jr. is a pretty complete fighter, but he cannot move his feet as fast as Anthony Joshua. He may have the faster hands, and power, I'd say that Anthony Joshua has Andy Ruiz Jr. in that department, but with the fast hands, that is something that Anthony Joshua struggled with last time. It's the shots he cannot see coming, and those fast shots, especially around the guard of Anthony Joshua, those are just punches he doesn't see coming, and that's why they stunned him so much. You see when Andy Ruiz Jr. is taking on the pads, I mean, the shots that he is throwing seem powerful, but I think it's mainly the speed. You can hear the snap in his punches, and that is down to the speed at which he is throwing them, not necessarily just about the power. Obviously, there's going to be power in it. Being hit from a 19 stone guy, that is going to generate some power, a lot in fact. But ultimately, I think that Andy Ruiz Jr.'s power may not come into it this time. I believe that Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to have to try and box with Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua is going to go into the fight with that kind of game plan. And last time, the only time that Andy Ruiz Jr. could really get close to AJ was when Anthony Joshua engaged with him and allowed him to get on the inside. Stop using his jab. I mean, in a fight of that magnitude, everything must come off of the jab, and Anthony Joshua was doing that to start with, and when he hurt Andy Ruiz Jr. and knocked him down, he just went frantic, was too erratic, and didn't even think about throwing the jab and keeping Andy Ruiz Jr. at long range. But in this one, I believe that Anthony Joshua will know what Andy Ruiz Jr. is about. He shared the ring with him before, he shared 7 rounds with him, and he knows how hard Andy Ruiz Jr. hits. He also knows he can be hurt by Andy Ruiz Jr., which could serve him well in the rematch, because he knows that he must not engage with him. He knows he must keep his distance and box him at range. And that is where the footwork will come into it. Anthony Joshua will need to be adjusting his feet each time he throws and before he throws, so that there are not any counter-punching opportunities for Andy Ruiz Jr. Because obviously if he holds his feet and stays in the same position, that gives Andy Ruiz Jr. the opportunity to counter Anthony Joshua's punches. Whereas if he moves off to the side, then Andy Ruiz Jr. is unable to counterpunch Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua is then out of range and creating new angles, especially for the jab as well. So if you think about it, if he's doubling that jab up or even tripling it up and coming around to the side, he's constantly behind the guard of Andy Ruiz Jr., who has slower feet. So Andy Ruiz Jr. will not be seeing those shots coming, and then the one shot he won't be seeing coming is the right hand as well. So that is why Anthony Joshua's footwork will come into play in this fight. And obviously that is why Anthony Joshua is losing the weight, because he needs to have faster feet. And obviously we have heard from David Haye that when Derek Chisora sparred Anthony Joshua, he was looking fast and powerful. Now the main one in there is fast. Anthony Joshua is a lot faster now than he was before, which will serve him well in this fight because he needs to have fast hands. Have a few shots, get a few shots away, maybe a combination, then move off to the side. Don't get greedy, just keep it long and make sure that he has that jab in Andy Ruiz Jr.'s face the whole night. Then Andy Ruiz Jr. will not see that right hand coming. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? The fact that Andy Ruiz Jr. has only lost £3. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.